quote-unquote, what it took to win a title. He's obviously answered those questions.
And now the fast break, Irving with the ball. And LeBron throws it down.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. They've got to pad their lead any time an opportunity presents itself. And I'll tell you what, that was a golden one there.
And some harsh criticism, Clark, for LeBron after the decision, or his comments after the 2011 finals.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's really impressive to see how he's handled that. He misspoke and mishandled both of those situations. And to his credit, he's expressed regret about those things, displaying a maturity we've always seen in him. One of the remarkable things about LeBron is that for the magnitude of his celebrity and his stature and the expectations, I don't know if we've had an athlete handle himself any better under the hot, bright lights of stardom.
On its way from Irving for two. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Irving's got 5.
Well, I doubt that was the plan there on that trip, guys, but they did get the shot to go.
To the middle. It's tipped. Tries to keep it alive. LeBron kicks to Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 8 points for Kyrie Irving. And a closer look here at the hustle stats. Cleveland.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with
The other thing they've done well is getting after shooters. They've closed out well, and they've really blocked a lot of shots in the half.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And one way to nullify a home court advantage, like they did that night, Kevin, light it up from the three-point line. Nothing is more demoralizing to a home crowd.
Steve, you're exactly right. I mean, that was the great equalizer. Their perimeter play definitely took them over the top.
Ramon Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Thunder. Dion Waiters comes in for Roberson. LeBron with it. Guarded now by Durant. The shot misses. Thunder trailing by 7. Clark, if you were trying to craft in your imagination the ideal flawless basketball player, you'd have a hard time doing much better than LeBron James.
The 21st century version of the best video game player ever, and also happens to be the best real game player ever, too. I mean, one of them anyway. That's why Eric Spoelstra, the coach, called him 1 through 5, and that's a perfect way to describe LeBron James.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Ibaka, no luck. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Warriors in Oakland.
They had major problems at the charity stripe in that game. It was interesting. They just could not make free throws.
Yeah, and that's frustrating to watch, especially on the road where your opportunities at the line tend to be a little more sparse than when you're at home. Boy, you've got to cash in on them.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The Thunder with another miss.
It has not been an easy quarter for them, at least offensively speaking.
And Shumpert kicks to Mozgov. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Kevin Durant.
Here's Irving. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
And the key is you look at the steal totals for this team. They have really put good pressure on the offense.
Well, you know what? Pressure can lead to pilfers, and pilfers can lead to points. So we've got the 3 Ps: pressure, pilfers, points. Get it done.
So for Oklahoma City right now, DJ Augustine out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Anthony Morrow. Then there's Nick Collison. And it's Cantor in the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
Nick Collison has played a decade in the NBA, all with the same franchise. 4 seasons in Seattle, the last 6 in OKC. And there's a reason they've kept him around. He's a savvy role player, very smart, does a lot of the little things to help you win.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Durant comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. A nice shot by Irving.
And the Thunder really are consistently better at the defensive end with Collison on the floor. You know, he's not a big shot blocker or rebounder, but he's outstanding as a help defender. He's able to draw charges. He's always in the right spot at the right time, and he just knows what that defensive system requires from him, and he gets it done.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And Steve, the basketball IQ for Collison also seen at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, good passer, likes to play on the elbows. And Oklahoma City likes to run offense through him because of that playmaking ability.
Thunder trailing by 17. No good from Durant.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Coach. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow them down.
The pass to Waiters. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Durant. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
And with a quick break in the action, let's take a look at some of the stats for Kyrie Irving. He's right around 21 points a night, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Yeah, I think you're right. You need somebody out there to keep things moving on offense with the reserves. And I think he does just that.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Well, you know, as teams become more and more focused on getting good looks in close at the rim, the value of great defensive big men inside just continues to rise. I mean, it's tough to be a contender without a rim protector.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Perkins, who's checked in for Mozgov. Marion comes in for Tristan Thompson. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for James. Nobody near Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in. And with the new camera systems, it's easier to measure defense, going beyond block shots to look at which, for instance, big men diminish shooting percentages in their area.
Yeah, no surprise. I mean, names like Dwight Howard, Roy Hibbert, Serge Ibaka. But interesting that that reputation has value defensively when players hesitate to go inside.
Reverse that one. Oh, now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, we love that. Body control.
Oh, that one had it all, guys. Power and grace. Just beautiful.
James.
Wow. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
It's not possible what we just thought. Is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner.
It's possible. Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
Now LeBron following Durant's three-point attempt. Irving dishes to LeBron. Goes up the baseline. And again, it's Cleveland.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Durant with a wide open look. Misses the three.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Serge Ibaka, such a big piece of this Thunder team. Kevin Durant said, I really watched him grow as a man and definitely as a basketball player. He's grown by leaps and bounds. He's always thought like a champion. He works extremely hard. We're just happy to be around him. And guys, Ibaka, a great fit in the gym rat culture of OKC.
He sure is. Thanks, Doris. Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. And then for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Morrow comes in for Serge Ibaka. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. 54 seconds left in the first half. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Nick Collison's checked in for Kevin Durant.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Nobody near Irving. No good from outside. Here's Morrow. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
And a nice soft touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle a touch, those two things are easy to come by.
Well, easy points, 3 points for a guy with that kind of strength and agility in the paint. You got to go for every second chance opportunity.
Augustine passes to Kanter. Kendrick Perkins grabs the miss. Outside Irving. That's a 2 from Smith. And the release was before the buzzer. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He has 29 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Well, you got that right. You can tell he's on target because as soon as the ball leaves his hands, it looks like every single one of them is going in.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, I love his tenacity defensively. The way he plays at that end of the floor, it's been a major factor here in this game.
And as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance and uncomfortable.
J.R. Smith out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Mozgov. And it's James in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Boy, his performance from long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too. Boy, some would like to give Kyrie Irving the injury-prone label. I'm not sure if that's fair. Although in his first 3 seasons, he has yet to stay healthy start to finish.
Inside, it's deflected. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
And always good to look at the backstory of the stats. Here are some numbers for Serge Ibaka. He's averaging about 14 points a game, 7 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to clog things up in the paint.
Steve, I like the fact that he uses his size to his advantage, and he's a constant contributor in the paint.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
And for Kyrie, you know, he can play all 82, Steve, and put this all to rest, but when he goes to the IR as much as he has, it's a fair question.